Nate Brown here. I just launched a website called JVCcompare.com, and I wanted to announce it here on my YouTube channel. It's really simple to use. I think these VCRs, selecting the right one is pretty subjective. So being from the show me state, you know, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I think it's best just to see these head to head. YouTube is great for this, but the nice thing about an interactive approach like this is there's actually like over 1,000 different comparisons when you kind of do the math. But like, let's say I take the 7600 and the 9600 that I have here, and these are all from the same tape. It's over a 30-year-old tape. You're able to go into full screen. You're able to look at different scenes, and you're able to look at different resolutions as well. Although this is just a straight software, and it's hosted on Amazon Web Services, which is pretty fast, but sometimes you have to just make sure these videos are synced. But it's a really good way to see, you know, apples to apples with some of these. And then the other thing here I'll highlight is that I've used different, sometimes I have the same VCR with different capture methods. So this is one of those combo VHS mini DV where I'm capturing VHS via Blackmagic, and then I'm showing what it looks like during FireWire. So this is a question I got a ton, like, should I be, and I'll jump to these scenes here and sync this. Should I be using FireWire versus like composite or S-video? And this really helps answer that question. The other thing here is that I can pull up is in the last like 6 months, I've had customers ask about Domesday Duplicator. So like, this is actually, let me just go back to a previous scene and I'll go to full screen. And let's sync this here. So this is actually a really good example where you can see, let's lock this up, how much more color data, color and Luma and chroma data that you get from Domesday. There's just so much detail, and you really see this at night. But I've done this in a number of scenes, 12 scenes in total. A lot of this is already on YouTube, but because there's so many different scenarios when you're comparing 12 or 13 different VCRs against each other, doing an interactive site really was the way to do this. So I hope you find this helpful. Again, JVCcompare.com is where you find this. All right, thanks for checking it out. Bye-bye.